Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
Yeah, that Razor's just going to be able to do so much, and especially against Parker's Kunkka, right? Because your Kunkka is not in and out.
Getting the E level 1, he sure has the base damage, but he isn't actually able to push on the wave. So with the creeps, Parker is actually very, very safe. Meanwhile, Artio does not have that same level of security, not to mention with Baron taking so much damage, and look at that. They get it with the tree. That's super clean.
Just kind of struggling. He's got the lowest last hit count among all the core heroes so far, so this has not been a fun experience for him as Michael. He's not actually going to TP out. Faked it for just a moment. I think maybe he was thinking about trying to help Parker up top because this Kunkka is now finally getting pressured. Sexy Fat
Creeps. He's away from his tower, so he doesn't have his 3 armor. But unfortunately, if Guts just gets the static his creep wave on the other side, he's completely fine. But there you go. Finally some teamwork. Dodging out some of that damage from the fires from top.
Well, do they have... Well, now they have the damage. Never mind. Alone's going to zip in. They're looking to take down Duster first, or, well, Alone was trying to.
Not getting a kill in his hands, and unfortunately he didn't get the 2 kills he was a part of. It's always going to feel rough, but this is a fight.
Alone was able to grab the haste, though, so he's going to be able to just pick his moment to go back in, while Guts, he's just stuck in the middle of it, trying to toss heroes away from him, but his backup is going to die. Duster gets taken down, and the disruption will cancel the TP, as Guts will fall, and ET...
That's where Alone is testing the waters. I think they at least get the tower here, but they want to be cleanly out. LeBron, though, he's out 6. It's rough.
Ooh, that's a very nice return play, though, with the Soul Bind. They get the double silence. And Guts wants to go back in. They get the Avalanche down. The toss is going to be there. They have to kill this Storm, though, but there's that defensive disruption, keeping Alone alive. He can choose whether he wants to go back in or not. Oscar, though, he actually burrow struck in, so they may try to make this happen. They're getting in onto Duster. They're going to be able to blow him up. They've picked off LeBron as well. And Guts... You do not have a lot of health. He's sitting on a high stack wand, but now that he's popped it, Alone's just going to go right back in onto him. Burrow strike applied. Tiny just can't really seem to get away right now, as the Bushwhack even pulls him back into the tree. They'll finish him off, and Sexy Fat... Well, Sexy Fat was also there, but not really contributing a whole lot is what I was going to say. Very nearly gets Oscar, but eventually... They'll bring him down. The Sand King runs
as well, but during the daytime crossing the river,
oh, they've got Alone.
But Storm,
this is big. They need this kill. They cannot afford to miss it. Alone.
Ooh.
There was a half second there where maybe he was able to get out, but they lock him down. Alone gets picked off, and Michael's getting chased. I don't know if they actually catch up to him. Guts does have
loosened their grip a little bit. They itemize for winning the game at that current moment, and then they get caught in their opponent's timings, and that certainly feels like what's happening right now. It's another battle in the river, though. Guts needs to be careful about getting a Demonic Purge, but A doesn't have mana, actually.
Okay, they went in for the Ghost Ship combo. They're going to try to take down the Tiny, then they've got the kill. Okay. Guts gets taken down, and now the fight's kind of over. The rest of NoPing really just have to back off. Duster, nice TP to get himself out of there. The controlled Centaur will stun up a 5-man smoke. Let's see what they can find. Oscar, that's a very aggressive blink. Getting onto Sexy Fat. Gonna try and hit him up with that Torrent combo as well. Keeping the Underlord out of the fight for as long as possible as they do take him out. But now Guts, oh my god, Guts. He's just getting blown up. He's gone. Guts is already dead, and now the rest of NoPing are just gonna get completely run down. Duster trying to get away. Parker's not gonna let him go, and that fight was awful if you're NoPing, and it's not over. Oscar's in, getting onto the Enchantress. LeBron's not dead off of the initial epi, but Alone's now coming in to help. Doesn't really have any more mana, but I don't know if LeBron can really do this. They're going to just basically track him down. Yeah, there we go. Tracking him down, they get the Bushwhack in. There's going to be the Vortex, and LeBron is just trying to buy time at this stage, and eventually he will die. Oh, hold on, Parker. That's a far more valuable kill. They're going to be able to root him up. No, they're not. BKB coming out. He's going to drop the Ghost Ship, but RDO came in, popping the Static Link. Parker has to just TP away. They don't have any way to get through that BKB, but...
Ooh.
Where are they going? They're heading down bot. Affliction, though, is not gone. They get him with the root. And, yeah, there is now no way out for that Shadow Demon. They didn't actually have any... They didn't have any vision thing. He's able to set up a nice kill there, but...
Oh, this would be perfect.
Do they have the damage for this? They're going to try it. They've got the Static Link down. Parker is stunned up. Dropping low. There's going to be the jump in from the Sand King. They've got Alone into the fight now as well. And RDO, this is the problem. He used his BKB the last time around. It's not available here. They're going to be able to take him down. Parker will die in exchange, though, as Guts finally gets in on the back line. But this is going to cost them too much, ET. They've got to try and bail out as quickly as they can. But Alone not giving up on the chase. He doesn't have mana, but with the bushwhack there, they're keeping Guts locked in. He's got the wand. Can he pop it? No, he can't. Alone finding the triple kill, looking for more. But Sexy Fat is now finally starting to get a little bit of damage in here, and I don't know if they want to stick around. Although... Oh! What a shot from Michael. Oscar gets the first kill off of the jump in on over the last couple of minutes. Although, this is going to get a little bit interesting. Sexy Fat TPs himself mid. Guts is coming in as well, but Alone had the vision on him the whole time. And where's that BKB? It comes out now, but now might be too late. They have to rush in reinforcements to keep him alive. Meanwhile, Parker, just looking for the kill, needs a little bit more damage. It's Oscar who's going to come in, needs to wait for the BKB to end, but once it does, Guts does get taken down. No buyback available, and I don't know if NoPing can really take this. They're going to go on to A, and maybe that's a kill they get, although he force staffs himself away. He's actually still not dead yet, and Oscar, look at him waiting in the wings, gets the burrow down, and that's just an absolute disaster. The fight's done. NoPing have nothing left. They just walk face first into that trap, and they're going to get wiped out.
Oh my goodness. He turns, he gets the soul catcher, he drags
your BKB, TP himself away, and now NoPing are just getting bled to death, right? Because they used the buyback on the Underlord. They don't have BKB on Tiny. They don't have LeBron because he got blown out of the sky, and Guts... I don't think he was listening when I said he doesn't have BKB, because he just waltzed right in there. He's not really going to get punished for it, however. He's able to just walk back into base, but I don't really know if NoPing can do anything here. They're trying desperately, but even if they somehow got Alone, he's still sitting on the Aegis, so he would have been brought right back up. Takes away about half of Parker's HP, though, so he's sitting pretty. Just gotta wait for that Satanic while Oscar comes in. Gets the Burrow Strike onto Sexy Fat. They'll hit him up now with... Okay. With the bushwhack into the zip. Alone gets the drive-by, and now he's on to Guts. Guts has his BKB back up now, but at this point, he's just trying to get back into the fountain. Alone chases him. Gotta be a little bit careful there, but he's going to be A-okay, and while he was providing the distraction, the middle lane of Rax was taken in its entirety, and Alone may not be done. He just keeps on zipping back and forth. He's got those null talismans back in his inventory, so just looking to be as obnoxious as possible, trying to break up the rhythm of these defenders, and they're actually going to go for it. Oscar's in with the epicenter. If they could take down Guts here, there is no buyback on that Tiny, and that could just straight up be the game. He's dead for 70, but it depends on whether Infamous want to go after the tier 4s or not. It looks like Alone's just looking for kills, and he's got another one. Duster is dead. RDO is trying to hold in his fountain, and that's just going to be the GG called. NoPing will throw in the towel, and Infamous just dominate the opening match of this best of 3.
Yeah, no, that wasn't even close. It didn't look close. I mean, they were your tower, and then Alone would be looking for runes in the meantime. If he gets a DD, maybe he can kill the DK, but other than that, NoPing are certainly set up in a much more...
It's always so effective with it, as, speaking of effective, over on the other side of the map, ooh, Sexy Fat kind of misses with the swashbuckle, so Duster has to step in to take the kill, but that will be first blood going NoPing's way, and...
You've got that CK to just win the lane. You just do 300 or 400 magic damage. You buy mangoes. It's very efficient trading. It's really just going to be Parker last hitting and then at the mercy of his opponents. But yeah, bottom.
He tried to wait so long for the leap, and I think he still got it. Yeah, he's going to get the kill. RDO, though, ooh, he can't get the toss-off. Oscar comes in with the Burrow Strike. Rana leaps away. I don't think they can turn that into a second kill.
Got to be very aware of these supports, because if he dies after committing a DK form, he doesn't really have a place left on the map to go to. He's got to be kind of stuck in a really awkward position. But Parker...
What are you doing, Parker? That's just way too far forward. A's coming in to try and help, but it's not enough. Now with the siege creep gone, I mean, they can still get some good damage, but I don't really know if they have a realistic shot at taking the tower, especially with further TPs coming in. The Storm is making his way back over. A has arrived. Guts is looking a little bit vulnerable here. LeBron's going to try to come in to help. And, well, actually, that help is pretty damn effective, but it's not going to be enough. Guts will still be taken down. Now they turn their attention to Duster. Hitting him with the Stroke of Fate. Bushwhack, though, saving the day. Michael's a little low himself, so he's going to have to back off, and now I don't think Infamous have the firepower.
They show their hand top. They're also getting damage on mid, a lot of damage on mid. And NoPing, they don't want to stick around here. They're using the DP ulti, but Oscar's looking for a kill.
They all TP their way top. They're looking for it. Can Guts get himself away? No, he can't. Able to zip forward as Alone. They'll find that first kill. Now they want more. Sexy Fat pulled in by the Vortex. Dropped low, taken down. Alone finds 2 kills. RDO able to turn around with the Avalanche to get some sort of return play, and they're able to get onto Oscar as well. So they are turning this fight, but how much further do they want to go? The Mirana's trying to get away. Michael leaps into the trees. Acorn will hit, so he's still sort of on the run. He's not going to get away. Tries to turn around for an arrow, but
They're already dead, so this card doesn't really matter.
They could get
Alone on the
again.
ward. Oh,
Silence. Nice Tumbler's Toy, though, trying to create some separation. He does still get stunned up, but with A here, I'm not sure they can take him down. Yeah, he is able to jump out. Oscar now goes in. Epicenter channeled. Going to try and take LeBron out of the fight. He is not going down easily, and he's actually not going down at all. They just don't have the damage. Michael, though, okay. Snipes it out on the backside, but speaking of sniping, RDO able to show up to the fight.
threatened. Oscar. Oh.
Okay. They could get this kill quickly. That's great, but now they need to get out, and that's going to be a problem. The Suns come out. The Storm's locked down. Oscar's now trapped on the other side of the fight. They're just going to lock him down. That was not even remotely worth the kill onto the Hoodwink, and not only do you now lose that fight, but this could be pressure onto that tier 2 tower. Guts, though... what? Duster saying sorry. Okay, Michael. Able to sort of break that up. Oscar... This is still risky, but he's going to get it. Burrow strike onto 2. Epicenter's there. Duster goes down quickly. LeBron will fall as well. Now they're on onto RDO. They burned through a lot of his health already. He does have a second life with that Aegis, but they burned through the first one pretty damn fast. And now look at Guts. He is so far behind this fight. Alone is now going to activate the BKB. They get the Burrow strike down again. The Inkswell stun will connect. The Tiny silenced, stunned, and dead. And they are taking this fight. LeBron, he bought back, and he's immediately taken down a second time. And forward to sort of sit even further back here, stay out of the line of fire, and start getting some of that lockdown in place as the Inkswell is going to be deployed. They're on to RDO. This would be a huge kill. He still doesn't have that BKB. They've got him. No response just yet. Alone has to be careful, though, because he doesn't have any mana, and now he gets hit by the Bushwhack. But Oscar coming in. Epicenter channel. Burrow strike will be there. Guts is the one to fall. Duster trying to channel out the sharpshooter. Can he get a snipe? No, he can't. And Infamous somehow don't lose anyone. Alone is still on the run, but Sexy Fat can't catch him. Now Sexy Fat's dead. That is 5 heroes down.
To disarm him. Somebody stop him.
Oh, this is a bait. Guts is going to get jumped in on. Still no BKB on that Dragon Knight. He is just dead to rights. He will fall. Duster dead as well. Buyback from the Hoodwink. RDO, meanwhile, trying to get on the backline. Can he kill off A? I think he can with the toss. The problem is he is now completely by himself. He tries to use the Spider Legs to get back into the base, but the Burrow Strike is going to lock him down. RDO just has to hold his ground in the corner and try and fight this one out. He's doing a pretty substantial amount of damage, though, and it's enough to find the kill into Oscar, but now here comes the PL, but he's getting blown up. Okay. Okay. That's an interesting poke, as RDO just blinked into an arrow. It's going to break up his momentum momentarily, but he is in onto A. He'll find that kill, but now Parker's in some trouble without his BKB. He's got to be very wary of this lockdown, and he's not going to be able to survive. That's just too much there. They needed to be able to get away cleanly, as I think Alone
Finishing their kills. They're starting these big fights, and then they're just not able to keep it up. I think that's a Rolling Thunder. Yeah, he's in.
Oscar's going to need help, but they still don't have their PL. They're trying to just avoid this fight as best as they can, as Sexy Fat's just going to roll his way out, and Swashbuckle and actually lock him down. Oscar's going to blink in. They get the Inkswell stun, but now Guts comes in as well. RDO rejoins the fight. Avatos. Actually, I'm not even sure there was a toss. That was just the Avalanche. Enough to get the kill as Oscar goes down. Sharpshooter hits A. And now Infamous just have to scramble.
It's a little bit scary, but look at Alone.
RDO kind of got in there a little bit early, though, so he's able to cut off Michael. So they've already made it a trade, but now Parker has to fight. He's going to pop his BKB, trying to do as much as he can. RDO no longer has the Aegis to work with, but Alone, you used all your mana. That's just a massive mistake. He goes in with no mana left to get back out, and that pulled them down at the moment. As Alone, okay, tries a play on RDO. Okay, they needed vision there. They whiff on the epi, and now here comes the response. Guts looking to push his way forward, holding the BKB here until he actually sees a fight he wants. Sexy
The
Fat.
gem, they see everything.
They roll their way forward. They're going to get onto A first. Should be a relatively easy kill, but now they'll try to respond. They're getting onto RDO. Do they have the damage to bring him down, though? RDO not being taken down easily. BKB activated. Look at the damage he's dishing out as he takes down Oscar right away. They just have to retreat. They're going to try to get out as quickly as they can, but again, that gem really doing some work here. They get directly onto the real PL. They toss him up into the air twice, and they just completely annihilate him with the right. They're falling. Now the Ancient's been exposed. Even with that backdoor protection, it's not enough. It's just the supports in here right now. Where is the Storm? He's trying to make his way back over. He'll zip in now, but that cost all of his mana, so he has to go back to the fountain, and while he's doing this, the Ancient's it's just going down. A is gonna fall. Michael is dying as well. Alone finally makes his move, and maybe they can hold this. I don't know. It's looking rough for them. The backdoor protection's been removed, and yeah, they can't do it. They just waited way too long to make a play. And now, despite Alone's best efforts, that Ancient is still going down.
I'm speechless. I'll be honest. Of Alone and Oscar's own initiation, not to mention your ES is going to be in there as well. So this is a very hard Faceless Void game for Parker to execute. So he's either going to need to
get after Guts here as best as they can. At the same time, over in the top lane, there's a little bit of trouble for Michael. Returns to that lane after his excursion mid and immediately gets picked off for it. As RDO gets the first blood play in his hands, LeBron, little low on HP, but he is just fine.
kill him here, because these are a lot of creeps that Oscar's going to be forced to tank, and he also doesn't want to let go of the aggro.
There's the sentry getting thrown down. Oscar's not in a great spot. Parker, though, does get picked off elsewhere on the map. It's a trade down bot. Parker for Duster as LeBron can't quite get the kill. Oh. Taking a look at that bottom lane. They strongest stars of the lane as I think they could have realistically expected, especially considering this Visage is still kind of a massive question mark for them, but it's going well for them so far. Meanwhile, what is going down up here? LeBron, well, just trying to...
This game, he's just trying to kill the cart. That's why Alone is doing the exact opposite, and I think they're going to go on this, but...
Oh, yeah, they are. That's a whole hell of a lot. They get the roll in, they get the burrow and the epi, they get the ghost ship. Sexy Fat taken down, tier 1 tower picked up, and, well, if you're Infamous...
Is watching how this Void Spirit moves is also going to be pretty obvious, but okay. Oh, they're getting baited here. This is taking too long.
Yep. The ghost ship is coming in, but that's going to buy time for them to set up. Do they pull the trigger, though? There's going to be the arena being thrown down, but Alone already had his BKB. He's just going to pop it and try and turn and fight, so instead the spear has to go onto Affliction. They are able to take him down, so that's the Shadow Demon out of the fight, but... Oscar's close, so this is going to get a little bit harder than I think they anticipate, but they do still get the spear stun, but there's Oscar coming in with the epicenter. Sexy Fat dropping low. Sexy Fat not going to be able to get away, and they lose Duster as well. This fight's going terribly. Meanwhile, Alone has sort of ambushed LeBron over by the outpost. They're going to be able to lock him down as well. And that entire gank falls apart because of an invis Oscar that they did not slow pretty quickly. Oh, they going for it? Yeah, they are. Okay. LeBron... Well, just trying to... I think he was actually trying to get that energy booster, but he will end up paying for it. They find the kill, and they're eyeing up...
Bleeding into RDO's timing, though. He's got his BKB, and I want to say one more component, you know, gonna have that Ogre Axe soon, but he's also just getting run at. He's not finding his way to carve into that very easy wave. Meanwhile, Sexy Fat is bringing the heat. I think, yeah, he will go down, but at least RDO is not going to be spotted out as well.
Unfortunately, though, this is the kind of sacrifice that you were hoping to handle, Parker.
But do they actually make it in time here? I mean, this is going to be a lot of damage. He needs to almost walk out of the boat, but he's going to get chained.
It's the roll. He tried to pop the avalanche, but he's still in some trouble. LeBron, look at him. Just doing everything he can to heal up his teammate, but it's just not enough. They're falling apart at this point. Michael will go down in exchange, and maybe they can get Alone here as well. Nice little twofer, but the problem is Parker's joining the fight. LeBron is in some trouble. He's going to get bashed up underneath this tower and finished off, and there's still a chrono available, but at this point, well, it's only Duster. I don't really think you chrono for that. No offense to Duster, but you're a position for Visage. They're not willing to... just sort of waiting for the BKBs, because then you don't have a whole lot to force them out in the first place. As Oscar, speaking of forcing, that's a very aggressive play onto RDO. BKB comes through, but now the chrono is going to be deployed, but they didn't get LeBron, so he's healing up the Tiny. There's going to be the ghost ship, though, flying into that chrono, but it's just not enough damage right now, and I don't really know if Infamous want to keep this one going, but eventually they're starting to get their damage in. LeBron's going to get taken down. RDO dropping low, did get off the avalanche. That's going to buy him some time, and look at Duster in with the double kill. They take both Alone and Parker down, and now all of a sudden, Oscar just kind of running away. Michael, though, bought back and rejoined the fight, but that's an Earth Spirit. He doesn't have the damage to do that. And
As Oscar does look, I mean, he's going.
okay, where's the backup, though? Nobody's really here in time to help him, but there's going to be the Chrono. It only hits onto the Tiny, but this time they've got the damage. They will find that Tiny kill. Sexy Fat tried to get in with the arena, but the defensive disruption keeps A alive. Now they'll turn. Sexy Fat pops the BKB, trying to run away. The bashes, though, preventing him from escaping. They will find that kill. Now they turn their attention onto LeBron, and that's still a Pugna with no way out of the fight. Once the front line's gone, he's dead as well.
Yeah, and that would
2 minutes, so they're going to try and push their way in. And Alone might have actually jumped the gun a little bit there, but they're still making their move. Chronosphere is going to go down. They've caught out Gus. They need to be able to take him down quickly, but look at the spear out from Sexy Fat. Hits on to 2. That gets Gus the time to try and fall back. Parker wants to continue to chase, though. Activating the BKB, getting the bash onto RDO. RDO has to pop his own BKB. He's getting healed up by LeBron. Will it be enough, though? He's already down to about a third of his health. Parker now actually pushing forward, trying to keep LeBron out of the fight entirely, but they're getting too split up here. They need to be careful. Parker, though, still wants it. Pushing in. Tiny dropping low. LeBron taken down. RDO will fall as well. Buyback's not really available on the cores as Duster's going to get picked off, too. It's an ultra kill for Oscar. Can he somehow get the Rampage? Because Guts doesn't have an Astral... Really? Okay. Doesn't have an Astral for 5 seconds, but they actually just kind of let him go. They realize, boys, you're a position 5 Pugna, and you weren't given any farming priority as Parker. That's just a bold move onto the high ground with no Chrono. Just kind of trying to bait him in. He time walks off all of that damage, and now RDO's the one in trouble. The bash going through his BKB. He's just trying to relocate as best as he can here, but once the match community wears off, he's just going to get taken down. LeBron can't heal him up. Sexy Pat now stuck in the fight. Parker's going to drop the Chrono. They want Guts. They need this kill onto the Void Spirit to really take this fight, and they've got it. Guts taken down. Sexy Fat dying as well. The supports will get cleaned up in a matter of seconds, and this fight is over, and at this point, well, I don't know how Infamous blow this lead, because they're put
from 2 or 3 heroes. Parker's just going to take you right to the base, but yeah, they are not messing around. Glyph was forced. They know that it's kind of over at this point. Probably would have needed to see that buyback immediately from the Mars just to try and do anything, but now he's got to do everything. He needs to throw his bodies, slam them against his opponents here, but I think even then, they're splitting across. He needs to do so much and kill him. He needs to take their attention, but they just don't care. They're ignoring him. They're BKB hitting it.
Objective-oriented, whipping on the Chrono, but who cares? They get the Ancient, and Infamous